Hello, welcome to Tabletop CP. Today we'll be continuing with our Pint Sized Campaign for Chain of Command. This campaign is called 29th Let's Go, and it covers the actions of the 29th Infantry Division on D-Day +1. Game 1, Colonel Good's men, commanded by Andre, were able to punch through at Cambe, and they are now driving towards the bridge. And the Germans are set up in this little village here called Arthernay. This scenario is called Delaying Action in Arthernay. The Americans will be deploying on the road down there. That's where their jump-off points, or their patrol markers will begin. And the Germans will start on this side. This is going to be the same as scenario 4 in the rulebook. So I will have a square over here. We'll get into that a little bit more as we start deploying, but basically Andre has to capture my jump off point that I have in my deployment zone to win the game. Andre will have 19 support points, which is a lot, of which 6 have to be a Sherman. The rest he can do whatever he wants with, and I have 10 support points. So after we get through this first briefing part, we'll go into and after we go over the forces, we will go over our support and the patrol phase and the jump off markers. So a couple of things in this one. I do have 2 martyrs that are off table, same as last game. I had 2 88s, which I never used, but the martyrs will be over there, so I will show you the zone they are in. So where these lines are, that's the line of sight limits for the 2 martyrs, and they can only shoot at enemy tanks, which you will for sure have 1, maybe 2. So it's pretty much that field and along the hedge there and to about these trees here. So in this area right here is where my 2 martyrs will be able to fire, and I do start with 2 full chain of command dice again. And another note, in the Empire's campaign notes for this campaign, there's one called Blue on Blue, which we did not roll for last time. But after Cambe is taken by U.S. forces, the column will be attacked by friendly aircraft. Colonel Good will immediately test for his outlook as though a game has been lost, and he will adjust his outlook accordingly. So there's a chance that Colonel Good's outlook could drop due to getting attacked by friendly aircraft. He's going to want to stall and wait and do whatever it is that he wants to do. So that's kind of it for the summary here. So now we will go ahead and go over the forces. So here we have Lieutenant Hans's platoon. It's much smaller now. So in the last game I did lose 3 men killed, 2 men were wounded. So those 2 guys were going to be in the hospital. They'll be back in the next game. So overall I've lost 5 men total from my platoon for this mission. And I also had this junior leader here. He was killed. So this man has been promoted from the ranks, and he is now a junior leader, but he's reduced in his effectiveness as he can only have a 3-inch command range and 1 command initiative. So what I've decided to do, you can split up the platoon any way you want from turn 2 on once you start taking casualties. So pretty much what I did is I kept these 2 squads intact with their junior leaders, and I took all 5 riflemen out of this squad and put the ineffective junior leader in. So I have all I have left is a machine gun team and the ineffective and the new junior leader. So I'm down. They're not even a squad anymore. I mean, I guess they are, but he's going to be in charge of that little. He's going to be in charge of that team there. Sorry. And of course, I have Lieutenant Hans here and his Panzerschreck team. So that's it for Lieutenant Hans's defending force. So over here we have Andre's force. Forgive the lighting. We've been doing more work in here. We got the ceiling done. We got 1 light up, so pretty soon we're going to have all our lighting back to normal, but it might be a little dark for this one. Anyway, so you got Andre's force here. Same thing. The Americans get a fresh platoon every mission. So he's got his 3 squads, same setup. Sergeant with submachine gun as squad leaders. You got a 7-man rifle team and a 4-man BAR team with 2 BARs. He's already indicated that that's his one. He's using one of his support points for that. And then you have your 2 leaders, your platoon sergeant, platoon leader, and your bazooka team, and his mandatory Sherman, which again, it's a 75mm Sherman, not a 76 as it's modeled as. So that's the forces, and we will go ahead and determine what we're going to be bringing for support, and then we'll go over that, and then we'll start the patrol phase, put the jump off points, and then we'll get started. Okay, so we've chosen our support, and we're not going to reveal our support to each other because we realize that that's kind of half the strategy of the game, right, Andre?
We know a bit just because we've been talking, but
and as like last game, I told Andre exactly where my 88s could fire, so I'm not telling him where the martyrs are going to be able to fire. When I shot that video earlier, Andre wasn't here, so I went over it on camera. But
sweet.
So, but for support, I do have a couple of emplacements. I do actually have one in entrenchment as well, but I can't hide these. Obviously, I'm going to have to put those on the table. So I got 2 minefields, 2 barbed wire, and 1 entrenchment, and then I'm bringing 1 other support, which I will not mention. And the support that we know of for sure of Andre's is the BARs, extra BAR per squad, and the Sherman. And he's already declared that he's bringing 2 mortar observers.
Mostly just to decide if that was legit or not. Being as they're so high powered to begin with, we were not clear if 2 would be a little much.
Yeah. We're worried about being too powerful, but we've agreed that he can bring 2. He just can't fire them both off at the same time. So pretty much 1 is a backup to the other, because I have the 2 full chain of command dice to start, so I could immediately end his barrage the second he brings it in, assuming he doesn't have a chain of command point by then to keep it going. So anyway, that's it for support. Now we're going to start. We're going to do our patrol phase, and then we'll come back and go over the patrol markers, and then we'll do the jump offs. Real quick, we forgot we did roll for the air attack, friendly fire air attack on Colonel Good's column, and Andre rolled a 6, so he dropped from concerned down to troubled. Patrol phase now complete. This is the layout of the patrol markers. So I had started right on the corner here by this die, and Andre started on the road there. So I kind of moved up, spread out, obviously, and then Andre did the same, and I locked down first. So he had 4, he started way back there, so I got a good jump on him, so I only had 3, and I started farther up the board. So it's looking like he's going to be deploying back in the hedges in the orchard back there. Probably not even in here, because I don't think you're going to get 6 inches back.
6 inches.
So anyway, we'll go ahead and do our jump off points. So we've both completed our deployment of our jump off points. So Andre's are back here. He didn't have very good, he didn't have a lot of options after the way the deployment patrol phase worked out, but he's got one there. He's got one there. And he has one there in the corner. And I have 2 that I was able to place, so I was able to place one there behind the hedges, and I was able to place one in that building, and then I got to place one more in my deployment area, and that was these guys here, the German High Command. I got this new camera so I can zoom in. I have to still get used to that. So there it is. There's the 3 jump off points, and the objective for Andre will be the German High Command. That's the one he's going to have to get to that and hold it till the end of the turn that he gets to it in.
the turn, so not just the phase or whatever. So, okay, so after the jump off points are deployed, I was able to deploy my whatever these are in place. What are they called?
Replacements, aren't they?
No, I don't know. Whatever. Minefields and barbed wire. So what I did was I'm blocking off the wheat field, and after last game, I've learned I'm going to move him closer to my area instead of way over there like I did last time, where he can work on them pretty much unhindered if he had smoke. So that's it.
We rolled for force morale.
Oh yes, force morale. We both got a force morale of 8. So neither side is really too excited about going into this one. So we'll go ahead and start the American phase. Since he won the last battle, he has initiative. Here we go.
Lots of 5s.
You got a
Yeah,
couple 5s. That's what you need.
it
So
is.
you got a 5.
Build that dice up.
Wasted
A 2 and a
6.
3.
2 and a 3. So here's the deployment that Andre did. He had a 2 and a 3. He brought in a squad here with a 3. They went on Overwatch, and then he brought another one over there with the 2. Now it'll be the German phase. Here we go. Double phase, no. So I got a 5, a 6, a 1, and 2 3s. I have deployed my artillery or mortar battery spotter there. And I've already kind of planned it or scoped it out, and he's going to have to get past the hedge there to even get a shot off on him. So hopefully, because I'm kind of hidden back here, so that'll do it. I'm not going to use the 2 3s, so we'll go to the Americans.
More
Another
5s.
5. 2 more 5s. Oh boy. That's what you want though, right? So you can
I'm okay
keep
with that.
barrage going. Okay.
A 1 and a 3.
And a 1 and a 3. And you could use the 1 to bring in your spotter now, if you want.
I would.
So one of the 3s. So you're not using the 1.
The one I brought my forward observer in.
Where'd he go?
He's right here.
Okay. So we got a huge amount of Americans sitting in this orchard back here. That'd be a hell of a target for my mortar to hit, though, wouldn't it? Of course, I can't see it. That's all right, though. So let's see what we get here for the Germans.
Got a little bit of everything.
Yep. So I did get another 5. And another 6, which I always seem to get one of those. A 2, a 3, and a 4. So the only thing I'm going to use is the 4 to bring my senior leader in. And I had to do that because I didn't roll the 1. I want to call in the mortar barrage. So let me determine where I want this to go. Actually, I'm just contacting the battery. I'm not telling. So we're calling up the guys saying, all right, we're calling for a fire mission. So that's it for my phase. So your phase. See what
I
you
might
get.
want those.
A 5 and a 6. Seems like you're rolling a lot of those. So what do you end up with?
2, 3, 4. So
Here's what Andre did. Everyone just moved up. These guys were able to make it over. His senior leader deployed off that jump off point there. They joined up with him. He moved his observer up, and then everyone else just moved up to the hedge. Yeah, Germany time. Yay, 2 4s. 3 4s. Woohoo! I love that. Man, I'm already on 6. No, I can't.
no.
I had 5. I'll have to.
I think you had.
I got
One or
120, so I've done 2, right? So I'm at
Okay.
3. Okay, so well, that's a total waste. All right, well I'm
You're
gonna call
one.
in my ranging shot then. That's what I wanted. All right, so I'm gonna call in my ranging shots right there. 5.
That's gonna room.
5 is 3d6. So what I'm wanting is I want to scatter 3d6
That way.
back that direction. All right.
Yeah.
So that just
Oh.
lands over here. It's only a ranging shot though, so it doesn't matter. Obviously, I will not be calling in for full effect. I think if that would have went back there, that would have been tough on Andre. Right on your squad. Actually, the ranging shot would have done some damage to you. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll be calling in another ranging shot, obviously, on the next time that I can. So your phase. Another 5. So you got a man. You're already up to a chain
I
of
got
command.
a chain of command die.
And then 2 4s and a 3. So the Americans have moved up, and they've also contacted the 81mm mortar battery. Those guys over there, they couldn't make it over the hedge. These guys both did, or one of them was already passed, but the other guy got a 6 for his movement. So he was, here they come. As we said, in perfectly formed ranks, just marching across the field. So I think an MG42.
No opposition.
Yeah, there's no opposition. They're just strolling. Probably got their rifles slung over their shoulders. So that's it. So let's see what the Americans or Germans can do here. 2 more 5s, so I'm up to 5. 1, 3, and a 2. So I think I'm going to call in another shot. I have to decide if I want to call in ranging shot again, or just call it in. Just say fire for effect. So I will call in a ranging shot again with the 1. We were just talking about what happens if we would just scatter off the board. We're just assuming it would just not ever come in, and you'd have to recontact the battery. So calling a ranging shot. That's a hit.
I think it came in.
Yeah, it definitely came in. So does that mean the next time when I call it in, it'll come in right there?
Yep.
So let's see here. I have a 2 and a 3, which I am not going to do anything with. So it's your call. Another 5. So he's up to 1 and 1.
I guess I had to put that on 6, huh?
So 2 1s and a 4. That's what he has. Both squads have advanced this way, trying to get away from that ranging shot they just saw fall behind that hedge there. Now Andre is going to call in his own ranging shot for smoke right there. And he hits it. So that should do it for the American phase. So now we go to the German phase. There's my 1. Oh, I got lots of stuff. 2 3s, and a 4. With the 1, the observers called in the mortar barrage right there. With the 3, I brought in this junior leader with his section or squad, what's left of it, which is basically just a team. And my senior leader with the 4 ran around the whole building with a 13 with a 3d6, got in the building there. So the only thing I have left to do is fire onto that squad there, and long range, and they'll be in soft cover since I'm targeting the front guys here, the BAR team. So 5s and 6s. And
Ouch.
So 4 hits. And you are in soft cover because of the wheat field. So where are you rolling here? Here we go. Give me some shock. So no
1
shock.
dead.
Just a dead dude. So check your leader. Remember, we remembered at the beginning this time. Is not. And that will do it for the German phase. No 5s this time.
No 5s.
A lot of 1s and 2s, that's for sure. So,
I guess my tank's not doing anything.
you can make a 3 out of that.
Oh,
You want it?
well, but I wanted to call in my smoke.
Okay. These 2 squads have advanced, or they sprinted 3d6 up, and he removed all the shock from them. Did you?
I just did 2d6.
Oh, 2d6, I'm sorry. For them, the tank moved up 3d6, got 10, so he's there. And then once again, those dudes there have failed to scale the hedge.
Which we figured out there's a 31% chance of rolling a 1 on 2 dice.
Yeah, so it's not, I mean, you have decent odds, but there's a good chance you won't make it over the hedge because you got to discard the highest dice. So if you roll a 1, that's what you're getting. I like to think maybe they're just scared of all the the explosions happening out here. They don't want to deal with that. So anyway, that's it. They obviously called the smoke in. There it is. So we got a huge just area of smoke and explosions happening here right in Arthernay. So now it is the German phase. Come on, give me something good. Of course, what am I going to do? 3 sixes. Turn ends. Oh, so are you gonna spend your chain of command point to keep the turn going, or the smoke? And I got a 2 and a 3. So will you let the smoke go away, or will you keep it going? Because we will have to recall in the barrage and everything again.
Well, I don't have to decide till the end of the turn, right?
Until I'm done with doing with my stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to see what you do first.
All right. So I got a 2 and a 3 to play with. Well, I didn't have anything to do with the 2 and a 3. All I did with my reduced effectiveness junior leader here, just put these guys onto Overwatch. So now the turn will end.
Okay.
Will you keep the barrage going?
Yes.
Okay, Andre will keep the barrage going, which is good because I was going to keep the barrage going if you didn't.
So you're going to let your barrage end? I'm keeping my barrage going.
Oh, your barrage. Okay, I'll keep
I'm not
mine.
keeping your barrage going.
Come on, Andre.
I'm keeping the artillery barrage going. I don't give a shit about the smoke.
Oh, you want my barrage to keep going?
No.
Well, I do want my barrage to keep going. So there we go.
So we both got to burn a die.
We both burned a die, but everything's still going. So nothing really happened there, but I do get another phase. So let's roll it. Oh man, 3 5s. So well, I got another chain of command, so I'm back up to where I was, plus
2 more.
2 more. So that's a crappy roll, and a 3. What am I gonna do with the 3? I'll put them on Overwatch.
Again.
Well, that got lifted when the turn ended.
Oh.
I put those guys on Overwatch.
Now they're on Overwatch.
Now they're on Overwatch again, just because I have nothing else to do. So now it is the turn of the Americans. Oh, it ends again. Another 666. What? And 2 4s. So you can't keep your barrage going now. You don't have the. I do though. I have 2 6s, so I can keep mine going. So he's got 2 4s to play with, and well.
Okay.
With the first, no, those stay. I'm gonna keep that going.
You're gonna spend another die?
Yep.
Oh.
So the turn ends. He did get 3 6s, and so what he did, he just said, screw it. He's run straight down the road. The smoke was there. Smoke is cleared now because the turn ended. I'm going to spend one of my dice to keep that going. But he does get another phase, so he can move out of the blast area. And so he ran up here, removed the shock with the leader. These guys rolled 2 1s on their advance order, but it did allow the platoon leader there to catch up to them. And once again, these guys rolled a 1 on their 2d6, discarding the highest, and couldn't make it over the hedge. So here we go. Next phase. Okay, I'm glad I didn't get another double phase.
That would have been pretty intense. So
what'd you wind up with there? 2 2s and a 4.
pretty much the same as last time.
Yeah, same thing as last time. And I do have these guys on Overwatch. So the minute these guys move or fire, I can open up on them. These men have advanced up with 2d6, and using the American rule, they can fire at half effect.
Rerolling ones.
Rerolling ones. So you got a 1.
No.
You got a 1 there. You can reroll that.
I didn't see that.
And they are within 18, so these are all hits. Wow. Okay, so you got 5 hits. That's pretty wild. So I will take my saving throws and soft cover.
5.
Ooh,
Shoot.
nothing. All saved. Yeah. Hell yeah. Good job, boys. That's the ineffective squad, too. So. Okay. Alright, so what are you going to do with these dudes? Wait, what'd you get? Oh, that was with the 4, right?
That was a 4.
Okay. And are you going to do anything else? He doesn't really have anything else to do. He can order those guys to do something. You can try with the 2 to get those guys over the hedge again.
I suppose before he moved, he should have told the guy to bring in some more smoke.
This squad is going to be using the 2 or the double 2 to make a 4 to move them, right?
What's my distance here? 5 inches.
So I
I'm
will.
just gonna move 1 die.
1d6.
1d6.
Okay, I'm gonna fire. So I'm firing at the guys in the open, obviously. So, and I'm short range. So needing 4 pluses. 4 hits. And you're in the open there. So give me something good. Or yeah, please. Ooh. So we got dead.
And 2 shock.
And 2 shock. And that was on the BAR team. So.
BAR team, I think, was out of your.
Okay, so the rifle team.
But it would split evenly anyway.
You can split it. Actually, I can put the odd hits because you're in the open there. So 1 dead. I guess. Yeah, we'll say take it out of the rifle team. That's fine. And just check to see if it's your leader. Not the leader. Okay. So you're going to move 1d6 and fire.
So do I get to fire, and then if I'm within assault, do we do the assault, or I only just get to do the assault?
Well, it says you need a clear path. I would say you don't have a clear path over the hedge. I'm not sure what they mean by a clear path. I would say, how about if you can get up right along it, we'll fight. But I wouldn't say if you're out 4 inches from the hedge, that's not a clear path. But we'll say if you can get up to the hedge, then you can assault. So I'll let you think about that. So he tried to move with 1d6. That's what he rolled. And plus he had the 2 shock on him, so that's going to reduce it by 1. So he's firing. He's just going to fire. Close range. So what do we got here?
So 4 pluses.
4 pluses. So 5?
6.
6 hits or 6. So let's see what I get.
Well, with the last group.
Did you reroll 1s?
I did not.
You want me to go back and look?
Yeah.
And you got 2 1s. So rerolling the 2 1s. 2 more hits. That's 8 hits total. Here, take your American dice out of here. All right. Maybe I can get a good save like I did last time.
Again.
I almost brought the entrenchment in for these guys, make them hard cover. They're more just a delaying force. So 3 5s. These are all saves because I'm in a soft cover. So 3 shock. Just 3 shock. Can you hand me a counter, please? That's not too great there, Andre.
Tell me about it.
So 3 shock, and is that it for you?
I think
I think that's it.
Oh.
You can take the shock off.
So I did move up 1 inch, or I should have moved up 1 inch.
Yeah, so yeah, use the last 2 commands to take the shock. So, and I believe that'll do it for you, right?
Yeah.
So German turn?
Yeah.
No 4s. No 1s. I can't move the stupid barrage. But I did get a 5. And I do lose one of these because I kept the barrage going. So, well, that doesn't do me any good. I wanted to move the barrage 6. I might have been able to hit those guys if I was able to move at 6.
Oh, because I wasn't worried about it because I was moving up.
You just got lucky.
Oh,
So
I better
do
get
a
lucky
3.
because I'm not doing well tactically tonight.
All right, let me see what I'm going to do. With one of the 3s, I'm going to use my ineffective junior leader here and take 1 point of shock off. And then with the 2, I'm going to fire at these guys. So I got 2 shocks, so I'm going to be reduced by 1. 7. And I do have an extra rifleman in there I always forget about. So I'm back to 8. So firing on the guys on the road. And re-rolling 1? No, just kidding. Look at all these hits. Oh. So 6 hits.
Only 6 hits.
6 hits on the Americans in the road at close range. MG42. So let's see what you can save here.
Alright, so 3 on the Bren team. I mean the bar team.
Yeah, so that's 3 shock because they're in the open. And 2 shock on the rifle. So just put 5 shock on those guys.
3 and 2.
Yeah, 5 total for the whole squad. Okay, with another 3, I brought a squad into the building. So I got my MG42 team here. He's going to shoot out of the window. Got my rifle team here, and they're going to shoot there. So the only thing I need you to do, Andre, is see if I can get within 2 of these guys to even fire the 2 rifles out of the window. I can get out of the door with these 2, but I just need to see if I can get...
So 2 inches looks like it's...
I don't think so. So the guys in this window can't shoot. But I do have... well, 10 shots for the machine gun because I'm using 2 command initiatives from my junior leader to tell him to fire, and then 2, so 10, 12 shots. 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Here we
You
go.
remember to subtract a die for your 2 shock on the machine gun team, right?
I did. Yes.
Awesome.
And can you measure the distance? Am I within close range?
I think so.
Yes, definitely. Okay. So I'm definitely within close range. So here we go.
Both ways.
6s are double hits, right? No.
Something like that.
Okay. So 2, 4, 6 more. And that is targeting the lead team there, which is the VAR. So, but it's even, so no odd hits. So you get to put 3 on each. Ooh, 3 dead. That's in the open. Actually, no, they're in soft cover because I'm shooting through that hedge. I'm not up against it. So we got 1 dead in the BAR, 2 shock, and 2 shock on the rifles. And check your leader on the BAR team, please. It's not. So what are we up to here? 9 shock. How many guys you got in there?
11.
11. So I'm half tempted to use that last 3 to bring in my another squad and pin those guys out.
You checked?
Yeah, I moved the thing up so I made sure it was. So I brought in my last squad. I see a chance here to pin that squad, so as long as no one gets any double phases or anything, or ends the turn, I should say. So I brought in my, these guys were just laying in a hole there in the middle of the road. They popped up. Actually, hold on a second. I gotta redo this. Alright, now we're all within 6 of this jump off point. Before, the way I had it before, I was playing from 2 jump off points with 1 squad, which is illegal. So
No cheating.
there's a hole in the, these guys are in entrenchment there, so we're still got line of sight down the road, and they're still in the open. So here we go.
Don't miss.
I'm trying not to. Didn't do very good though.
You did good enough.
Not bad.
Just did the same thing you've done every other time.
Seems like I get 6 hits every time. So let's see here. In the open. So 3 on the BAR. Oh no. 3 on the rifles.
Oh.
2 shock. So you're in the open, so 3 is a shock. So how many you got now?
11.
And you got 11 dudes?
Yep.
Damn, I need more than that, right?
Yep.
Shit. Man. Well, it's not easy pinning a full squad. And I think that's all I can do. So it is now your phase.
Ending the turn doesn't really help me.
Here we go.
That doesn't help me.
3 5s. Well,
That does not.
I think you would rather have more than that. So you wound up with 2 2s. So the 2 2s, Andre, with the senior leader in this squad,
Yeah.
he removed a shock, and then he ordered this squad to move, and they moved 1d6.
And got a 5. So they got into clear lines of fire and
Yep, so everyone is set up, and this other senior leader was with them, so he just moved with them on that order. And
And
everyone gets to move fire at full effect, and here we go. So, how many you got there?
so I got 6 for the bars.
Yep, 7 rifles, plus 1 more rifle for the carbine for the platoon sergeant. So 8 shot.
8 rifles, and then 2 for the submachine gun.
Is he within 12s?
Yeah, I moved him over so he could.
Okay, so then 2 for, yeah, so that's a lot of shooting there. And they already had 2 shocks, so this could definitely end them.
Whoa.
That's a lot of hits. Re-rolling ones if you
No
need it. If you don't
ones.
need it. Well, I'm just gonna roll all these then.
Okay.
Make it easier. Might be better if they just die. Yeah, so 1 dead, 2 dead, 1 shock, 2 shock, 3 shock, 4 shock. So they're broke. So I lost 2 guys. Let me see if it's the leader. It is. See what happens to him. He's knocked out, I believe. So he's just unconscious. So 1 dead. So let's take this dude out. And then 4 shock. So I'm at 6 shock. And they break
Oh, do they?
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 inches. I don't know where they're going to go. They're going to run right through the house? Through the door, I guess, huh? I don't know.
Oh, looks like a good place to run to me.
So when the smoke is cleared, I have a knocked out squad leader. These guys ran back, they stopped here. They had no extra shock, so they didn't leave any on the unit they ran through. And I lost 2 morale points for all that. I got nothing for losing the leader, and I lost 2 for the team break. That was team breaking, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm down to 6. So good shooting there by Andre, that's for sure.
I don't think I want to use that point to remove the shock there.
What do you mean?
I want to split my fire.
Split your fire.
Yeah, I need to kill that junior leader.
All right, hold on. So this squad here, with all their, they're all shooting at this poor guy crawling around or wounded, and they have a lot of shock, so they've lost some shooting,
4.
but they still got some hits.
4 hits.
So if he's wounded,
Oh, reroll 1s.
oh yeah, reroll 1s. Don't forget about that. So 5 hits. So I need all saves. No, he's dead.
Okay.
So I get to
roll again.
junior leader killed.
Double tap.
6 again.
2 more.
2 more. Oh man. Oh man, I'm down to 4 all of a sudden. Damn. That was not good. That was an incredible turn there, Andre, or phase.
Yep.
I just lost half of my force morale in that one phase. So are you done?
Yes.
With 2 2s he did all that. Well, it was a good rolling too.
2 2s, and I made up for all my previous rolls.
And I got 2 1s, 2 2s, and a 4, which is fine. Alright. First thing I'm going to do, before I move the barrage, because I don't want these guys to get pinned in the barrage and then get better cover. Because if you're pinned, you go up a level, so they'd be in light cover. I'm going to use the team in the entrenchment, and we're going to fire on them. So I got 5 hits on you.
Okay. So 3 on the Bren. Or the bar.
BAR, I'm sorry.
3 on the BAR.
So 1 dead and 1 shock. Oh, two
dead.
dead.
So I'm pinned.
So and then 2 on the rifles. Nothing. So he took no shock, but he did lose 2 men. Roll to see if it's your leader.
2 shot. Or
Was that enough to
I only
count?
took 1 shot, right?
No, you didn't take any. You lost 2 guys.
I lost 2
But
guys.
you got to see if it's your leader.
I'm all flustered here.
All right.
It is. So wait, we gotta roll to see which one it is. So on a
Yeah,
4
high.
plus,
4 plus is a senior.
so it's your junior leader. So we'll see what happens to him. He's dead. Killed outright.
Nice.
So I think you have to roll for that.
I do.
So go ahead and roll for that. 2, it's probably not,
That's
probably 1. Junior leader killed.
junior leader killed. That's a 1.
Okay, so you go down 1, so you're at 7. You're still not pinned though. Of course you will be when the machine gun, when the mortar barrage moves
You're
over.
worried about pinning me?
That's true.
Actually, at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 10. Yeah, I'm.
You're
just-
1 away from being pinned.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was that team. So let me think.
I
So
think
that
I'd
was that
rather be
squad.
pinned.
So these guys can't do anything. Okay, so a 4, I'm going to order. No, the 2 I'm going to use to command this squad to fire on those guys again. Maybe. Let me think about this. With the 2, I'm just going to keep pouring the fire on to these guys here. They are pinned now, but I'm going to see if I can get more kills, maybe some more shock. So no, not long range. So 6 hits again. What is it? Every time I roll, I get 6 hits.
And then you get 6 hits, and then you get 6 more.
Not that I'm complaining.
BAR.
1 dead. See if it's the leader. Nope. And then the rifle team.
2 dead.
2 more dead. See if it's your leader. Who it is. See what happens to him. Come on, roll a 1. No. So he's just lightly wounded. So you're gonna have to roll again on your morale test for wounded leader.
Wounded senior leader.
Wounded senior leader. And you lost a man.
So I go down 1 more.
Okay, then you lose 1 more man, and then you lost one of the BAR guys, right?
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you're at 10. So I need to get 4 more pins on you to make you break. I don't see that really happening here. With the 4, I'm going to remove 3 pins from this team that broke earlier, yeah. So they're going to be down to 3 pins or 3 shock, I should say, and still pinned. And then now I'm going to move that barrage over onto them. Okay, so I've moved the barrage over, and now every team that's in the barrage is going to get hit with 4 dice. So I'm hitting just the rifle team. The BAR and the leader are not in that. And ooh, a 5 and a 6. They're in the open already, so that's 2 dead in the rifle team. And let's see if.
So do I still have to roll for the senior leader though?
He's part of that squad.
Because he's
yeah.
part of the squad.
Yeah. He's hit again.
So he's dead.
I think he's dead because that's the 2nd wound, huh? I'll just double check that, but let me check that real quick before we make any rash decisions here. Alright, we'll see what happens to him. Wait, what are we rolling for here?
To see how badly he was wounded.
So it's just a light wound.
So it's another light wound.
Yeah, so we just looked it up. A 2nd wound doesn't automatically mean he's dead. It's when his command initiatives reach 0.
Okay.
Which
but
in this
I've gotta
case,
roll again on the chart now.
yeah, you do. So you do need to roll because he got wounded again.
So I think that's just 1 more.
Senior leader on a 4.
Yeah, 1 more.
So you're down to 5.
Which you could just peck away with me by wounding my senior leader
Yeah.
every turn.
But over here, he only had 1 command initiative. So losing 1, actually, you didn't even need to shoot at him again, I don't think. Well, actually, no, he was knocked out, so
Yeah.
he didn't technically lose
He
any
didn't
command
lose any.
initiative. Okay, so let's see what happens. So it is now American phase. He did remove 1 guy, so he's got 6 men, 10 shock. He's not broken yet. And I am done with my phase. I've done everything I can. I've fired every shot I can fire. So now we go to the American phase.
I need a very special roll here.
What would that be?
I need a 1,
A
a
1.
4, a 4.
A 1, a 4, a 4. Okay.
Yeah.
There's your 1.
A 1, a 4.
There you go.
6s. A 1, a 4, and a 4. Okay.
1, a
that
4.
might do it.
2 1s, a 4, and a 3. The senior leader has moved. Use the senior leader for that, right? So he's moved them over, and he is going to fire on. He got a 6 on his 1d6, and he's going to fire into the house.
Okay. So I guess I'll target the machine gun.
Okay. Don't get another roll like you did last time. That's pretty good, though.
Not quite as good, but
Pretty good.
3, 6, 7 hits.
Jeez. Damn Americans. They're moving fire.
Oh, hold on.
2 1s.
3.
3 more ones. Okay, so another one.
8
hits. Man, these guys are hard. 1 shock and 1 dead. So let me see if it's my leader. It's not. So
You just spread it out.
yeah, I'll take 1 off. I'll kill a rifle.
So just a mental note, you need to roll those separately
Roll what separately?
for each squad.
Oh, that's right. I'm
It's
sorry.
cool.
Do you want me to read?
No, it's
Okay.
Actually, I would love for you to re-roll, but it's cool.
And then I'll take a shock on the machine gun. Okay, keep going.
Okay, with the 3, I'm gonna move these guys down
Get out of there.
and over if they can.
Yeah, you can make it over with the 3. Just right over. Just a quick correction. I was down to 4 morale, so I should have actually lost. I'm down to 4 dice now. So the last turn when I rolled 5, that was against the rules. And yeah, hopefully it doesn't have much impact on the game, but I don't remember what was what anymore on that one. So, but anyway, I just wanted to correct that while I'm thinking about it.
Surprised.
All right, so we saw what happened there, and then with the rest, he moved those guys out, and he contacted the battery with that. He was able to. You did roll to see if you could contact him, right?
Yeah, that's why I was looking the 5 up.
Okay, yeah. A 5. What is a 5? A 5 or 6 means you can contact him immediately,
Oh, cool.
So-
okay. Yay.
and that'll do it, right? So now it's my turn with the
Yep.
4 dice. Only 4 dice this time.
Shouldn't you just do 3 dice this time? Make up for past sins?
No, I'm sure we got some
Why'd
stuff
you
wrong last time.
roll that die over?
Huh? I got this. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a. Yeah.
You gotta watch this guy.
Yeah, I'm a shooter. 2, 3, 4. All right then. Okay, well, let me think. What am I gonna do? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do 3. I'm gonna use the junior leader here. He's gonna order that machine gun with everything, all his orders to fire on those guys there, plus the 1 rifleman. So, not very good that time. Only 5.
Only 5.
Yeah, only 5.
So, how are you splitting?
Oh, I guess, well, can I see anyone? That's the, I can't see the guys in the garage because they're obscured.
Well, that's just those 2.
Okay, so yeah, I'll do 2, what do you got? I'll do 3 on the BAR, or 3 on the rifles and 2 on the BAR.
Okay.
Okay, and you're in soft cover now because you are pinned, so you go up a level. So you take 2 shock. That's it. So I guess 1 shock on each. So
So
what?
I'm at 12 shock.
They broke. They're at double. They're at this double the shock of men, so they break. So we'll break and we'll see what happens. The 2 I'm going to use to order the squad in the building to fire on these guys. So this is what I got. And that's long range. I got 2 hits. Wow, look out. 2 total hits.
Okay, so 1 on each.
Nothing. Okay, with the 4, I'm going to take a 1 pin off of this team here. I'm gonna take all their pins off. Okay. Okay, so that is that. And now I will end the turn with the 6.
And that ends the game.
That ends the turn, so that will route those two.
So the senior leader running off.
Senior leader routing, you gotta roll for that.
I'm gonna lose 2 or 3.
It's a 5.
Yeah, I think that's 3. So I go down to 1.
Well, you're at 4. Oh, so you're at 1?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what about the squad? Is that
Nothing.
nothing? They just run off the board.
Yeah.
Okay. And the game is now over because he got down to 1 command point. When you get to 2, you lose a jump off point. And when you lose a jump off point, you automatically, the lowest you can lose is 1. It's a bad thing happening to lose a jump off point, so you lose a morale for that. And he only had 1 left, and 1 is the least amount you can lose when rolling for bad things on losing a jump off point. So he has been driven from the field. So we'll go ahead and see what happened, and we'll go ahead and go through everything real quick together, and then we'll come back and wrap it up. So the game is over. Lieutenant Hans has held Arthernay from the American advance. So the Americans have lost this game. We will play this one again on the next time we play, but the Americans will have 6 extra support points to help them try to break through this line. Okay, so bookkeeping as far as the mission goes. So for game 2, I lost 3 men. One of them is a junior leader. So in the chart, that means 1 man's dead, 1 man's wounded, 1 man is returned to duty immediately. So from the probe at Lacombe, the 2 guys that were wounded there will be coming back for game 3. And so the next game, when it's all said and done, I'll be down only 2 guys next time, but I will still have the another rookie junior leader who will be taking place of this rookie junior leader who just died. As far as the CO and everything goes, CO's opinion increased by 1, but it still doesn't have any effect on the game. The men's opinion decreased by 2 because I lost my NCO. So they're down to -4 now, so that's going to cost me 1 morale point. From my next game, I'm going to have to subtract 1 from whatever my force morale is. Platoon leader still hasn't got 3 games in yet, Hans, so he's still building up, but he's +3 on the fresh leader chart. And Colonel Good, having lost the battle, is now worried. So 1 more loss and he's going to be down into the next tier, which is going to start, he's going to start dragging his feet. So anyway, it was a crazy game, I think. Breaking that unit, routing them, and then ending the turn pretty much ended the game, because that dropped Andre big time. And then losing the jump off point, that ended it. So what do you think, Andre?
I don't think I'll have a problem next time.
You don't?
I don't. You know, how incompetent can you be multiple games in a row?
What do you
I
mean?
just made so many mistakes.
There was some mistakes. Like one of them, he was saying when these guys were pinned here, he should have threw some smoke grenades out. That would have stopped him getting shot by these guys in the building over here.
Not moving my tank up and moving the other
He
guys.
also, towards the end of the game, on that last 3, I was wondering why he didn't move that tank up and fire some HE into the house. I didn't say anything about it. But if they would have kept going, I was going to throw a couple smoke grenades out there to block line of sight from that tank. And since he's so close to his own guys there, he probably wouldn't have been able to fire at me. But anyway, what's done is done. So, so one more thing.
On umpire campaign notes, Isigny in flames. So while the Germans have their schedule in place for evacuations, this is thrown into chaos by a naval bombardment, which occurs at the end of turn 2 of the campaign and destroys all communication link between the player and their HQ. This does mean that from this point onward, the CO's opinion is not adjusted until contact is re-established. German players should be informed that he is out of contact with the CO and that he can see the flames and hear the bombardment happening. He should also be told that he will be informed when contact is re-established. So really, this doesn't really have any effect really on the game, unless my CO's opinion is really good and I get some bonuses from that. Maybe I think it's support points you get extra. So if it's really only going to affect the game if I win a bunch of games in a row, and I should be getting support from the CO, but I'm not because I'm not in contact. But at this point, it doesn't really mean anything. And I think that's it. We've gone over everything, I believe. So Lieutenant Hans was able to hold Arthernay here from Colonel Good's men, led by Lieutenant Andre. He's a rookie lieutenant. He just got in country here, so he just got off the beach, just fresh in from the States. He tried to do the Band of Brothers straight down the road thing, and it didn't work out for him like it did for Lieutenant Winters at Carentan. So
He got better rolls.
yeah, he got better rolls. Although that one roll you got over here, which brought me from 8 to 4, that was a hell of some shooting right there, because I was at 8, I was looking strong, and next suddenly, just losing that one team and the leader cost me 4.
Well, it was just the leader. You didn't even lose one for the team breaking.
That's right, just the leader. That stupid rookie junior leader, he died. So now I'm gonna have to bring another junior leader in from the ranks, and hopefully he can live long enough to get some experience to become a real leader. So anyway, that'll do it for game 2 of the 29th Let's Go campaign, and we'll be back next time with delaying action at Arthernay part 2, and see if an extra Sherman or 2 could punch through the line. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.